Well guys, we got another one for you today. Now keep in mind, I'm not a machinist, I'm self-taught. So if you see me wrapping around this shaft here, don't worry, I'll be okay. What we got a customer wanting a 7/16 cable, thimble one end, and a swage button the other end. He wants 3/4. Well, I don't have any 7/16 that finish at 3/4, but I do have a 3/8 that finishes at 3/4. So we're going to bore it out and make our own. You ever slipped and hit your knuckle on a drill bit? It don't feel good. No matter what I'm doing, that phone gonna ring or somebody gonna come in. Never fails. I don't like the way I put that in there. It's too much this away. We're gonna fix that. I don't know if you noticed that or not. You see that? My countersink bit? I broke that with a hand drill. Them things are pretty stout. I did, so luckily it's double-ended, so I can use the other one. I ain't over there working, so I wasn't too concerned about it.
At this point, I lost power when I stopped the lathe from turning, and I'm looking around trying to figure out what happened. It's never done that before when I stopped the lathe from turning. I do have trouble with the switch sometimes starting the machine, but it's never done it when stopping the lathe from turning. So it kind of puzzled me a little bit until I figured out how to get it back going again.
Hey.
And sometimes you have to manipulate the button a little bit to get it going.
A little technical difficulty here. My start switch is going bad. We got it fixed. Okay, make sure you see me too. You might have to stand back, whatnot. You might have to move around in circles. Don't trip over any boards or any rope and hit the floor. Look at Steven back here. He's just losing it right now. All right, what you picking up? Bottom, right, left? Two bottom? What are you doing? Bottom, right, left? All right, we're going bottom, right, left. Now this 7/16 thimble splice is what this is. Tail's a little longer than I like them, but the finished product may be all right. That's all there is to it. Now we're gonna put the button on the other end. Oil it up real good so we don't wear our dies out. Three-eighths open channel die finishes at 3/4 of an inch, and that's what we're after. At least I hope so. Get these pins in here. Chuck gonna make sure I do it right. All right, somebody was asking me what this button's for. Swage button is if you've got a slot in a drum of a winch, a crane drum, or whatever. It goes in a hole like that and it wraps around. This does not hold the load. It just keeps it fastened to the drum. You know, a wrap and a half, 2 wraps on the drum will hold the load. So pretty simple. And these are used for other applications too, which we'll get into another time. Inspect it to make sure it finished what it was supposed to. Yep, 3/4. That's what it was supposed to do. And then we take an orange orange. Listen at me, I done lost it. Take a green marker, draw a circle around it, lets us know we looked at it and checked it. You still gotta do the other end. Yep, that was dead on it. A lot of times what we're looking for, one, to make sure it's pressed all the way, and you can get a crack in this area here. So we want to check the cracks. It's all good. I want y'all to look at this chain sling right here. Look how much longer that one is than that one. See how them chain links are? You see them in on the sides, and these are not. I'd say that was a major overload. So yeah, I'm gonna have to replace chain and probably hooks on that one. Look at this one. There's a hook missing on that one. Now, how do you lose a hook? I don't know. And I don't even think it was overloaded either. The reason I can tell, you see that right there? It's not binding, that's not binding. That's kind of open. So maybe they did break the hook. Hold that right there and let's see if it's stretched. It ain't even stretched. The mystery of the chain sling. Who knows what they done to it. It's pretty common for this particular customer though. A lot more process to this. After you do all the splicing and pressing and inspections, then you got to pull them up. What's really funny, when they're pulling them up like that with them gloves right there on, and a wire catches you in the hand. Yeah. Don't feel good, does it?
No, sir.
You think we learned by now, but we don't, because I still do the same thing. A lot of times we'll wrap a piece of nylon around it. It's real thick. Now this is the cheap way of closing up a coil or tying it off. Just wrap it with shrink wrap. A lot of times we'll use banding also. Depends on the size of the wire and how much it is. But he'll do that 3 or 4 more times, and that's about all there is to that. all there is to it. Ain't nothing to it. Hey, we roll around here.
2 pigs in a barrel.
Ow.
Ow, my back.
Oh, by the way, that right there is an EE2 804 by 20 foot.
That is correct.
Yep. Well, that means you have to do
Well, I had to do 6 30-footers.
6 30-footers.
Yep. And
Yeah.
then I've got 4 20-footers I've got to do.
Yeah, yeah. And you worked Sunday too, didn't you?
I sure did.
Well, he's a good employee, I'm going to tell you.
I try to do.
I'm telling you, he's a good one. We finna run a spool of wire rope. We gotta film this. Film? We don't film anymore. We video, don't we? Good wire right there at Bethlehem, USA. Williamsport wire rope. Mm-hmm. Here's again for good luck. That's 5/8 by 37 EIP IWRC right regular wave bright. Did I leave anything out?
You got it.
How many feet? How many feet we got on this one?
This one to 210.
210 feet. You see that spool right there, that brand new spool we're running that on? Well, the wire rope companies used to give us our spools. But then when things got tight with COVID and everything, they made us start buying them. That spool right there cost me $39. My cost. Of course, you know we got to mark it up to sell it, but just that spool. That zipped through it, didn't it? What, you got something to say? You looked at me like you had something to say.
Well, by God, I tell you,
done,
what now.
You done with these slings yet?
I tell you. I've been done all right.
I was done a year ago.
That's right.
Yeah, he's still plugging along.
Getting her done one sling at a time.
All you can do.
All you can do.
Well, folks, it's pretty much all I do most of the time. Usually sitting in here answering the phone, walk-in customers, entering orders, stacks there and down in here a little bit, so that means I'll have to go out there and help them. But oh yeah, I do it all. Enter orders, look out the window, watch a little news on TV. Got my TV right there. So yeah, I do it all. I stay busy, I tell you. Never stops. Don't want it to stop. You just sit back here and enter orders all day long. Place needs to be cleaned up. Been here 23 years. It's about time for a makeover. Hell, I ain't had time to do that either. Here's the brains of the business. This is where my wife sits. Yeah. She takes care of all the books for me. That's where my daddy sits right there. He's the brains of it. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing this. Huh. Nah, I enjoy what I do. Done it since I was, I don't know, 10 years old, something like that. Yeah, well, I've been doing it, I don't know, full time for about 36 years, I reckon. That's a long time. Still learning new stuff every day. Stuff I thought I knew, I didn't know. Huh. Something to think about, ain't it? Well, let's see what happens next. I'm sure that phone gonna ring here in a second. It usually rings off the hook. Used to get a lot of phone calls, but now most of my stuff comes in email. Before that, it was all fax. Fax and phone. Now all that stuff slowed down. Now it's emails. Ain't no telling how many emails I go through during the day. My wife texted me right there. It sounded like a banjo going off. Huh. Man, times have changed. Sitting here filming myself, uploading stuff to YouTube. Never thought. Hey, the Jetsons show is coming true, isn't it? Flying cars. I mean, look at this stuff. Internet phones. It's crazy. GoPros. Here's what I get to look outside at all day. It's not bad. It was really interested when the hookers would walk up and down the street. You don't see them out there not much anymore. They kind of cleaning up the neighborhood a little bit. Half of them was on meth. Oh, it get rough around here a lot of times. Got the bar next door. That can be a problem. I'll show you this. This is how close this thing is to me. Oh yeah, we're friends too. I guarantee you. Hey, let's look out here and see. Right there. It's a brewery and a tap room. I told my wife one day, I said, hey, guess what's going in next door? Because it used to be a janitorial place over there, and that guy was kind of my friend, business friend. And he retired and sold it. And so I said, hey, guess what's going in next door? My wife says, what? I said, you ain't going to believe it. A brewery and a tap room. She says, oh, I can't say the rest of it. she didn't know what to think. And I'm like, yes! Good thing about it is all my beer is free. What they do, they use my parking lot after when we're not here for overflow parking. Old boy come over one day and owns it. He says, hey, make a deal with you. Can we park over in your lot? I said, nah, I don't think so. I don't want all that in my lot. He said, well, won't be nobody over here till after we close, which is 4 o'clock. I don't know. He said, well, I'll make it worth your while. I said, how's that? He says, all your beer's free. I said, well, I can work something out. I said, free? He said, yeah. I said, are you sure you want to do that? He goes, yeah. I said, okay. I don't think he realized how much beer I can drink. So we've had a good relationship. So yeah, I've gotten pretty lucky, I guess. So anyway, that's all in a nutshell. I'll think of some more stuff to do. We'll come up with something. I don't know. Well, I guess I'll close this segment out for today. We'll see what comes up tomorrow. Might be 4 or 5 days before I come up with anything, but I come up with something. A feller asked me about them buttons. I explained on that a little bit. Got some brake tests I want to do, some more nylon slings. Figure out what I want to do on that. Oh, I got to do a 6-eyed sling. No, 7. Yeah, 7-eye web sling. Attached eyes. We don't like doing attached eyes because if you don't use them right, you'll pull them off. But anyway, they got to have small eyes, short sewing areas. So I got to take that thing, kind of do a mock-up of it and sew it up. Not all the eyes, just some of the eyes. Put it on my test bed and do a brake test to see what I can rate it at. So that'll be interesting. Anyway. Adios, amigos.